everyone, welcome back to Bleed Electrical. This is course on energy management and audit, and I'm Triveli Naidu from the Department of Electrical Engineering at St. Vincent Pallotti College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. In the previous video, we have seen what is material and energy balance, how to make formulas for material and energy balance, what is Sankey diagram, its use, and then we have seen different levels of material balance. And now in this video, we'll be talking about the procedure required for the material balance calculation. And we'll try to solve some of the numericals. So let's get started. So procedure of material balance. Now how do we calculate the material balance actually? First of all, you need to define basis and units. You need to assume data wherever required and you have to convert it into proper units. Then secondly, you have to draw a process flow chart, which is equally important. And thirdly, you have to write material balance equation. Now, what are these material balance equations? We have already seen how to draw formula, how to take formula, derive formula from the basic assumptions and the basic data given to us. Okay, so if you have not watched that video, you can go and watch that video, the previous one. Now let's get started with defining the basis and units. So in this video particularly, we'll be talking about defining the basis and units. So let's see. Now define basis and units. Concentrations can be expressed in many ways, as we know. Okay, it could be weight by weight, it could be weight by volume, it could be the molar concentration, and it could be mole fraction. Now let us see what is this weight by weight concentration. Weight by weight concentration is the weight of the solute divided by the total weight of the solution. So if we take the division of these two things, that is the weight of the solute with respect to the total weight of the solution, then we say it is a weight by weight concentration. Similarly, if we see what is a weight by volume concentration, it is weight of the solute in the total volume of the solution. So for that you need to know the volume of the solution. So weight by volume means weight with respect to volume concentration is weight of the solute in the total volume of the solution. Now next, call the moles, the mole fraction. Let us take for example mole fraction. Mole fraction is the ratio of number of moles of the solute to the total number of moles of all species present in the solution. Now how do we find this out? Okay, let us take example of salt and water. Now what is salt? If I am dissolving salt in water, what will happen? Salt becomes my solute and water becomes my solvent. And what is the solution? Comprising of both these elements, salt and water, that is NaCl and H2O. Correct. So what is this mole fraction actually? This number of moles of the solute means number of moles of what? The salt, and divided by total number of moles of all the species present in the solution. What are the species present in my solution now? H2O and NaCl. Both of these are present in the solution. So number of moles of both of these elements. If I take for example forming this formula, if weight by volume, so weight of solute means weight of water, weight of salt divided by total volume of the solution, that is comprising of salt and water. And if we talk about this, total weight of the solute is salt, okay, and divided by total weight of the solution means salt plus water. So this is how you have to calculate. Then next is the molar concentration. What is this molar concentration now? It is the number of molecular weights of the solute expressed in kg. Okay, when you are expressing this number of molecular weights of the solute, that is if I take salt, salt becomes my solute. So number of molecular weight of the solute expressed in kg in 1 meter cube of the solution. So I'm not talking about n volume, I'm not talking about x volume, I'm only talking about 1 meter cube of the solution. This is the reference. Okay, so if I find out in case of 1 meter cube of the solution, then I say it is a molar concentration. This is how we find out. So we have to note one more thing as far as energy management and audit subject is concerned. In process engineering, it is usually to consider kg moles, and in this chapter the term mole means mass of the material equal to its molecular weight in kilograms. Okay, and in this chapter percentage signifies percentage by weight unless and otherwise it is specified. In numericals also you have to remember, if it is given that percentage signifies percentage by weight, that is W by W value. So this is for the what you call liquids. Okay, so we'll find one example over here. We'll solve one numerical example of concentrations. Now we are given this question: a solution of common salt in water is prepared by adding 20 kg of salt to 100 kg of water to make a liquid of density 1323 kg per meter cube. Calculate the concentration of salt in this solution as: firstly, weight fraction; secondly, weight by volume fraction; next, mole fraction; and last, molar concentration. So we have to apply formula one by one and find out these values. Okay, so this is an example of salt in water. So what is the solute over here? The common salt becomes your solid. What is the solvent over here? H2O, or water becomes your solvent. Now what is the weight of the salt given to you? It is 20 kg. And what is the weight of water given to you? It is 100 kg. So now let us find out the solution to this question. So now weight fraction would be what? Weight, what is the formula for weight? The quantity or the weight of the solute with respect to the weight of the solution. Now solution is containing water as well as the salt. So what will happen now? 20, that is weight of the solute, divided by 100, that is weight of water, plus 20, that is weight of the salt. So you find out the answer and write it down quickly. Okay, then next, what was asked? Weight by volume. So how to express this? Now we are not given volume directly. We are told that the density of 1323 kg per meter cube means that L meter cube of solution. We are not aware of this volume. Okay, so we are taking it as L meter cube of solution weighs how much? 1323 kg. But 1323 kg of salt solution contains how much salt? So I need to find out the salt, the weight of salt. So how can I find it out? The weight of the salt multiplied by this weight, 1323 kg of salt they are saying in L meter cube of solution. I need to find out in 1 meter cube of solution. So I am dividing it by the solution, weight of the solution. What is the weight of the solution? Weight of water plus weight of salt. So 100 plus 20. So 20 multiplied by 1323 kg of salt divided by 100 plus 20. The answer will be here. Okay. So you find out the value of this. Then we can conclude that now 1 meter cube solution contains how much kg of salt. Okay, you find it? Then weight by volume fraction. I need to find out the weight by volume fraction. So volume is 1 meter cube, right? The volume is 1 meter cube. What is the kg? You'll find it over here. Substitute this particular value over here. Okay, once you substitute the value of this over here and divide it by 1000, now the question arises, why are we dividing this by 1000? Because here it is mentioned that it is 1 meter cube. 1 meter cube simply signifies what? It is 1000 liters. Okay, that is the conversion factor for 1 meter cube to liters. So you can find it out in 1 meter cube. Okay, so and you write the answer over here. Okay, then so weight by volume will be this much percentage. You have to multiply by 100, so you get the percentage weight by volume. Okay, so next question arises, what is the mole fraction of the salt? Now mole fraction of the salt. Mole fraction of the salt is nothing but when you take the weight of the solution or salt, whatever you want to find out, like water. Now I want to calculate the moles of water. So the formula would become moles of water will be weight of water divided by the molecular weight of water. Now 100 is the weight given to you in the question. What is this 18 then? You have to find it out, the molecular weight. So H2O means two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. So 2 means 2 into 1 because hydrogen's molecular weight is 1. So 2 into 1 since because we have two molecules of hydrogen plus weight of what you call the oxygen is 16. So 16 plus 2 becomes 18. That is how you have to find out. So moles of water becomes the value of this. So you get the value of this quickly. Then moles of salt, similarly weight of the salt divided by molecular weight of the salt, NaCl, sodium plus chlorine. You have to find out what are the different values and you get it as 58.5 and write down the answer. So the mole fraction, what would be the mole fraction now? The value, so value of the salt, so value of salt, this value divided by, I could have taken this out, but the value of salt is 0.34. Okay, so mole fraction of salt will become the moles of salt divided by moles of salt plus moles of water. So this is how you get the mole fraction of salt. And lastly, we need to find out the molar concentration. So how do you find out the molar concentration? So here you have this value of salt. So value of salt divided by whatever you get the answer. Okay, this answer you can substitute over here and then you find out the molar concentration of salt. Okay, because what is the definition of the molar concentration? The volume in 1 meter cube of solution. So that is how you find out, right? So let us see the answer to this question. So firstly, what did we find out? We found out the number of the weight of the salt divided by weight of salt plus weight of water. So you get this and you have to find out the percentage of it. Then secondly, we calculated weight by volume. So weight by volume means we were given with the density. So 20 into, that is the weight of salt, multiplied by this given weight as per L meter cube of solution is concerned, divided by the solution weight of the solution. You get this value. Then 1 meter cube of solution contains how much amount of salt? This amount of salt that we initially calculated. So we can conclude that in 1 meter cube of solution how much salt is present? So this is weight by volume fraction and you get it in the percentage value. We get multiplied by 100, you get the percentage of this. And then molar fraction, so mole fraction becomes moles of water is 100 divided by 18, answer results to be 5.56. Then moles of salt would be 20 upon 58.5, that is 0.34. Then you calculate mole fraction of salt, that is you take the value of moles of salt upon moles of salt plus moles of water. So this is mole of water, this is mole of salt, so you get 0.058. Then finally we had to calculate the molar concentration, which was this: in 1 meter cube of solution how much salt was present? 220.5. So we have concluded with 220.5 divided by number of moles. Total number of moles means number of moles of the solution. So number of moles of the solution, or what you call the addition of water and salt. So we take it like this and we get 3.77 moles in meter cube. So that this is the molar concentration. So this was about the liquids. Now in gaseous mixtures or solid mixtures, let us take for example solid mixtures. This method cannot be used, but in solid mixtures the concentrations are normally expressed as simple weight fractions. Okay, so you don't have to take weight by weight, then molar concentration and all these things in case of solids. Now what about gases? With gases, concentrations are primarily measured in weight concentration per volume or as partial pressures. So let us see how to find out for this. Now it can be related with the help of gas laws. What is the gas law? PV is equal to nRT. What is P? P is the pressure, V is the volume, N is the number of moles and R is the gas constant. What is the value of gas constant? 0.08202 meter cube atmosphere per mole Kelvin. Okay, and N is number of moles. Okay, T is the temperature, but temperature is in Kelvin. So once you are given in degree Celsius, you need to add 273 to it to make it in Kelvin. Then, and the weight concentration can be given by the formula number of moles multiplied by the molecular weight divided by the volume. So M is the molecular weight of the gas. So we'll have an example of air composition just to elaborate this. Okay, so let us take this question. If air consists of 77% by weight of nitrogen and 23% by weight of oxygen, so let us see what you have to calculate. The mean molecular weight of the air, then the mole fraction of oxygen, then the concentration of oxygen in mole per meter cube and kg per meter cube if the total pressure is given to be 1.5 atmospheres in the temperature is, and the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. So this question has been given to you. You have to find out the solution for this question. Now firstly, what was the procedure when we discussed about the procedure of material balance? It was given to you that first you have to decide the basis and then you have to take the different units. Now here also you are not given the weight of the air, but you are taking a basis of air because it is given as 77%, 23%. So nitrogen is 77%. Now this weight of oxygen is 23%. So let me take 100 kg as my basic value of the air. So taking the basis of 100 kg of air, it contains how much? 77%. So 77% is the weight of what? Nitrogen. Now nitrogen, weight of nitrogen divided by, I have to divide it by the molecular weight in order to get the number of moles. So number of moles, I have to write it as 77 divided by, how this 28 came now? See, nitrogen is N2, so 2 molecules of nitrogen, so it is 14 into 2, so that is how you get this 28. Similarly, if I talk about oxygen, it is 16. One molecular of oxygen is 16 and there are 2 molecules of oxygen, therefore 16 into 2, that becomes your 32. Okay, so 23 divided by 32 moles of oxygen. So let us see what I get. The total number of moles, that is the addition of the number of moles of nitrogen plus the number of moles of oxygen. So 2.72 plus 0.72, this much moles you get altogether. Okay, so this is the first thing that I was supposed to calculate, mean molecular weight of the air. So let me calculate that. So the mean molecular weight of the air becomes the weight of the air divided by number of moles. This is how you find out. Yes, weight of the air divided by number of moles of the air. So number of moles of the air was concluded from here and I here substituted it 3.47 and you get the result for this. See the answer. Then mean molecular weight of the air will be the answer that I found out over here. So this is what I had to find out. Then secondly, I was supposed to find out the mole fraction of oxygen. I'm only interested in oxygen. So what was the number of moles of oxygen? It was 0.72, 23 by 32, no? So I got this as 0.72 divided by, but the air is comprising of these two components, nitrogen and oxygen. So number of moles of nitrogen divided by number of moles of nitrogen and oxygen both. So you get the answer over here. I needed the mole fraction of oxygen. So this is how I find out. So mole fraction of oxygen will be this. Okay, whatever. If you were told to find out the mole fraction of nitrogen, this would have become 2.75 divided by 2.75 plus 0.72. So simply the number of moles of nitrogen would have come in the numerator. Okay, but since because I'm finding it for oxygen, now you have to keep in the numerator the oxygen, number of moles of oxygen. So this is how you calculate the mole fraction of oxygen. Okay, so now what you are supposed to find out? So the next thing you have supposed to find out is the concentration of oxygen in mole per meter cube and kg per meter cube, and the total pressure is also mentioned to you. So we'll use the gas law in this case. So gas law is PV is equal to nRT. Okay, T is given to you 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, so and pressure is also given to you. Gas constant is this constant value and it is in degree centigrade. The temperature is in degree centigrade, so you have to add 273 to it, so it becomes 298 Kelvin. So from here I can get the number of moles. This is unknown. P is known, volume is known, 1 meter cube of solution. R is known to you, T is known to you. Calculate the value of N. So equate this equation, you get the value of N as this much meter cube of mole per meter cube. Now weight of air, how to find out the weight of air? I had simply considered it as a basis of 100 kg. But what about the actual weight of air? It would be the number of mole multiplied by the mean molecular weight of the air. So once you find out, you calculate, you substitute this, you get the answer from here, and then mean molecular weight also you write down and find out the answer. Okay, so in 23% is the oxygen level, then what would happen? From this result, whatever answer I get, I will substitute it over here, and simply I am interested in only 23% of oxygen, so I'll get 0.23 multiplied by the value over here. So this is what you get in 1 meter cube of solution. So concentration of oxygen in kg meter cube would be the result. Okay, so now if you want it in moles, you have to divide it by number of moles. Now oxygen number of mole is 32. So simply you take the value of this, divide it by 32, sorry, by the molecular weight, and then you get the number of moles. So this is how you get the answer. Okay, so this is the answer to the question. Okay, so this is the calculations done for you. You can copy this answer. So that's all for this video. In the upcoming video, I'll be again talking about few more numericals on this topic. Thank you. Keep learning and keep watching.